Sorry for this. I gotta set my camera up real quick. Um, y'all already know. Y'all already know the mess. Well, I'm not gonna use the animal cards for this one. There's no need to use the animal cards for this one, so I'll stack it up there. My mess deck literally exploded in my bag, so I have a fuck ton of cards just everywhere. But yeah, we have an important message to get out. Very, very important for y'all also going on your life path and doing your life purpose and shits. My little handy notebook. Oh yeah, wait, I need this open. That's why I had it out. The something about the date 7/8/10, something about 2010. Oh Lord, I don't know my dates. It's like September 8th, 2010. 7447 is very significant as well. This is about a 7-year cycle. Something about the fourth dimension as well, like 4D, like your 4D thinking is going to expand, collective, or should hopefully. I hope y'all can hear me because I'm kind of just like mumbling a little bit because there's a lot I have to get out real quick. Okay, well shit. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, thought so. Okay, so wow. Alright, so y'all, you might want to buckle down for this. This is for those who are on their life path, who are being due diligent. These are for the ones who know what their calling is for and want to embark deeper on that journey. Mama, let me tell you something. There is a need to expand your knowledge. Heavily expand your knowledge. Prince of Swords to the Devil. You got it. There is some knowledge that you have not been learning, either because you are afraid of its aspects. With the Devil card, it is you need to revamp your knowledge of the lower vibrations and how they work and how those monarchs are. It is very integral to know both sides as if they were just one. We have the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Discs, and the Four of Swords, all in reverse. You need to, hold on, let me see here, with the Nine of Swords as well in the upright. Yeah, there is a need to delve deeper into your soul. There is a need to delve deeper within the knowledge that you already know. There's going to be an esoteric knowledge buff for us, and there seems to be an ignorance of just paying attention to lower vibrations, lower entities like demons. You need to update your demonology. If you are a white witch, it's time to get your hands dirty. You don't have to do any of it. Just understand how these things work together. Update your knowledge on hoodoo, voodoo, on mama, on just the occult. This is a calling to that. For y'all who's been on your life mission for a fat minute, it is time. Upgrade that stuff. Ain't no worries with it. Ain't nothing bad. You know, it's only for your protection at this point. Because whatever you have just gone through has unlocked a whole new era for you, especially with the Six of discs in the upright. There's a high, like you are I don't want to say target, because that's not how this message is supposed to be, but people are going to look at you differently. A lot of us have been under attack of the occult, and we don't understand why we're so heavily protected, and it's because we weren't just called, we were swooped up, taken, and placed somewhere, and we're just like, look, now you need to know how all these things are. That's why the attacks have been so hard, so taxing on us recently, because it's like, it's time to level up. It's time to know how these things feel and know how to combat them. heavily. And it's not to say there's going to be like a huge war happening, but it's just you're about to be let loose. Essentially, with the Six of Discs, you are going to be set loose completely. There is there is a burden that is just poofed away. You're being set free. You gained your wings with the Queen of Swords in the upright. You gained your wings completely. You are free to go. And with that comes the access of knowledge. A lot of us just need to understand like who they are, like entities are, what they do, what their purpose are, what they can bring, and the rest of, and all, like a lot of us also need to just be more aware, live in more truth. Everything's not just love and light, though we wish it would be, but you need to see the truth that everyone's after something. And despite the fact that you believing in it or not, you have the key to anything. You are the Midas touch, basically. And there's a need to understand what entities take over which people, how to identify them, how to discern from them. So meditation is highly favorable at this time. Highly, highly favorable. Meditate, hydrate, talk to your ancestors like you never had before. Yes, you can do drugs and do that as well. If you do shrooms and you meditate on those will help you learn how to channel energies rather than just knowing like, oh, this is that energy, that is that energy. Learn how to absorb and then reflect. Learn how to understand what's coming in and not absorb it and let it take over, but just allow it to go in and reflect. Allow it to just, flow through without any restraints, for you are protected with it. The adjustment to the magician in the upright with Magus, there is a need to adjust your brain. Rethink about things, like, are pushed away from the dark because the dark is scary, the dark is bad. No, like that is a misconception. A lot of us, we're on the light side because we chose the dark in the past. We have ancestors up high and below, and though we've been connecting with the ones up high, there are ones that are in the lower realms that can help us. We need to connect with those ancestors, understand why, because they're there to help. Ancestors are just here to help regardless, but the lower realm ones can help 10 times just as much as the higher ones, but there's a negligence of using them, so to speak, at this time. Yep. Judgment to the Princess of Wands. You need you're judging. I'm getting confirmations left, right, and center with the notifications right now, but you are heavily judging magic in the wrong ways at this time. You may just be ignoring things. You may just be like, just update, because everything has a sigil. Everything has a mark. Everything has a sign. But it's very important to stay in touch at this point. A lot of us already know this, but these are for the ones that have been pushing this back. This is a call, now is the time to pay attention to the signs, the synchronicities more than ever. Now is the time to understand the knowledge. Now is the time to tap into your roots like never before. If you have a calling to get something, an amulet, a stone, some sort of oil, some sort of knowledge, if you have a calling to do that at this time, do it. Especially if it's a spiritual calling. It's time to get things on. Like, Spirit needs you to... Nothing's really up, Jarek. Just updating. It's nothing bad's happening, but its Spirit is highly pressing on, now is the time for action. Because you're about to be set free. We've learned the lessons, but it's time to see the world in a higher dimension, in a higher state of mind, and understand that not everything's out to get you, but not everything is for you. To live in your own lane and have knowledge of both is what Spirit needs you to do. With the Two of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and Ace of Wands, it's time to step into your full potential. Only focusing on the light, only gives you half of that. You have a duality side, the shadow side, and though we do shadow work to heal from the past and stuff, and like heal these negative energies, there are those negative energies that need attention, because shadow work isn't just about understanding and pushing it away. It's about diving in, getting used to it. um I don't know if I should say that right now. Okay, I got told to say it later, but there's a phrase I'm gonna say that might shock a few of you if you're not too familiar with it, but I'll say it in a few, not right now. But it's a very, it's a time for working with spirit rather than working on your own. Though you have people that can help you, it is very much time. Like, we live in a spiritual world. Empress, you're the Empress. Like, we've established this heavily. You are the Empress. Like, it's time to reign. Like, take life by the hand, by the horns, and it's time to fully level up. It's time to not let anything make you feel weird or interfere with this as well. If you have a fear of like, oh, I don't want people knowing that I'm this way, or like yada yada, it's time to get rid of that as a self-act love towards yourself. It's a self-sacrifice to ignore the sides of who you are. Yeah. But it is time to like look at both sides. Understand that this is not a false victory with the Six of Swords reversed and the Ace of Cups and the upright to the Star. This is just you taking a step. Listen, and now is the time to do that. Like, either research it yourself, meditate, because a lot of us have the answers inside of us. It's just we need to take time to keep digging and digging and digging to find those true inner strengths, finding like our light and our dark inside, and just working with both at the same time. There's not more of a need for one than the other. Especially with the star, because the star illuminates the night. The star cannot be seen without the dark. Though we've been illuminated in our dark for so long, and we've proven that we're light, it's given us enough room to go back and go, okay, so these are my lower vibrational ancestors, nothing wrong with them, but we all come from a place of darkness. So it's time to integrate that. And we don't have to do spells again. Like, we don't have to ruin people's life with it. We just need to understand and know how to defend in case these things happen again. We're being set free. Though we're still going to be highly protected and highly favored, it's not going to be like how it was now. Like, oh, I can't just call my ancestors and they'll be there like lickety split to help. Like, it's going to be more of you combating, more of you needing to do herbal work, do crystal work, do sigil, Reiki, whatever you feel called to do at this time. To delve into it, because it's time. Like, it's I don't know how else to explain it other than that. It's like it's time. The phrase I was gonna say is this is gonna sound weird for some of y'all, but just stick with me. It's time to hug Baphomet. If y'all don't know who Baphomet is, do research and you'll understand why I'm saying that. But to sum it up, Baphomet does give a safe guiding to your life path, to what you do. You know, I ain't here to scare no one off. I'm just here to speak the truth. Do your research, seriously. There's a lot to this whole thing, and it like, to the ones that don't want to get this deep, this is not for you. But for the ones that, are going for their life, like, your life number, your life path number, you're going down your life path, you're taking your spirituality not lightly, that this is for these people. But what else is going on? Spirit, what else is going on? Prince of Wands, Knight of Wands. To the Seven of Swords. It's time to upgrade your strength. Like, you're stronger than before, so you shouldn't be as scared as by these other forces. Obviously, the Seven of Swords reverse, you were not pinned down, you were not defeated by, these dark entities. So these entities aren't, as likely to come back and give you the good old bibbity bop. But it's important to know who those entities were and be like, all right, so if this happens again, like, Lord have mercy, I got the repel sigils in my notebook, so I can talk about it. But like, it's like Beelzebub, mama. Like, you sitting at home and it's like a bunch of flies start coming around in an abnormal time. You gotta know how to combat that. You don't, and they, even though they're at lower, they can't. They're pretty weak. I'm not gonna lie, but it's like, no offense, but like, you gotta just know how to combat these things because you have it within you, and Spirit is really trying to delve that with you. For y'all, 9 of Cups in the upright, you have made them proud. You are getting your gifts, and getting your gifts is part of the upgrade for a lot of us, is increasing our knowledge, getting to know some more esoteric knowledge, getting to truly know the ins and outs of the universe. Knowledge that we can't necessarily share with others, but knowledge that we can hold within ourselves and observe completely. Completely and wholly. We have the 2 of Swords in the upright. What else do we have here, Spirit? The 2 of Swords is a very much of a balance that is needed between. We have balanced it, but it's more of understanding. With the Libra, it's like understanding the knowledge behind the balance. Why do we need the balance? What is my balance? Who are my darker ancestors? Who in the underrealms are protecting me at this time? But it sounds so weird to say it like just like that, but you get the message. Oh my god. So we have the 4 of Cups and the Sun. You will find more peace doing this. You'll find like better avenues of protection. You'll find out that not all dark is bad and not all light is good. I mean, simply put, is that it's the yin and yang. Hermit. So meditate. When you meditate on these things, though, it may feel a bit of imbalanced. You might feel a little uneasy because it's uncharted territory for these types of meditations, or just like you might feel a little skittish, or like, oh, should I be looking up these things? I feel like I'm doing something bad. Like, nah, don't worry about that. I'm not here to tell you that this is a do or die situation either. I'm just saying for like, for the ones that really like want to understand how to get into healing, get into Reiki, crystal art, sigils, like all sorts of things, like understand, especially Ouija boards. Like, mama, Ouija boards have been used on us a lot, especially jar magic. It's important to know how these things work so that, we know how it would feel. We can create in our mind our own barrier for those things. We can create our own unique spells, in a sense, just in case. With Death in the upright, the Prince of Disc reverse, and the Moon reverse, it is time for a rebirth, a complete rebirth. Though we've been having these micro ones where like, oh, self-love, oh, narcissism, oh, like, I know this and that. It's time for a rebirth on like your whole mentality. Switching to a 5D consciousness of like money, of like time, of how things are. Just, just higher consciousness. All in all, just a higher consciousness. Y'all want to come out? Yeah. Spirit wants you to know, 5 of Wands and 2 of Discs, there is no reason to fight this change. Like, it's fine. You're fine. You will be safe. You are fine. You are highly protected, which is why Spirit is saying, research these things. You're highly protected. When you do research these things, if you need extra protection, get that extra protection always. Do what makes you feel comfortable. But Spirit wants you to know, like, yeah, you're safe too. You defeated all stagnancies from these things anyway, so it's not like anything bad will come as long as you don't mess with something you're not familiar with. You know what I mean? Like, don't go out and be like, oh, I know this demon now, so let me go summon it. Like, no. Like, that's not at all what Spirit's saying. Spirit's just saying be familiar. Know your opponents. Just know your opponents. Because once we're set out in this new embark, a lot of us are going to run into people who, thank you, Spirit. That's exactly what I was going to say. Lovers to the Hierophant reverse. We're going to bump into a lot of people that seem nice and lovely, but they're really, keeping a 4th and 3rd eye on us. They're making sure, who we are. And they might, they'll talk about it. And people are talking about how powerful you are in the first place, regardless. So it's like, it's not like, these people don't know who you are, but it's very important to know these energies, know what to look out for, know what these entities do and what they steal, what knowledge they can bring to people. A lot of us have had entities and demons that were there to stalk us and then spy and steal our things. I want to name one off, but I don't want to. We got the Emperor upright and lust. What is this Emperor upright about? What is this Emperor upright about? This is going to be a really quick message, by the way. I'm not going to be on for too long, but I will get you the Egyptian cards. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so with lust, well, I don't know why is lust out here? Because you answered the Emperor, but why is lust out here, Spirit? Oh, okay, yeah. All right, that makes so much sense. All right. Anyway, you have a love for knowledge, but at this point, it's more of a lust. You love knowledge, you love learning, you know, but you haven't sought out much. You haven't really researched things that intrigue you. You're like, oh, I'll do it some other time, like pushing it aside, which is not an issue. But Spirit's saying like it's work time, like it's time to pay attention to those things because you have the Tower reverse, the Emperor, the Eight of Cups reverse, and the Six of Swords. It's like you let your guards down because you're more powerful than you think. But that doesn't mean that you can walk away from things that would make you whole. Don't walk away from things because they seem sketchy. Don't let fear stop you. With Five of Disc reverse to the Queen of Cups, you are upright. You are in positive love and light energy. Do not let the dark scare you, essentially. Like you are the light. You're fine. And it's not, it sounds so weird to talk about in a sense, because it's in the sense of like, oh, we're not supposed to talk about that, but it's like, no, mama, like ignoring it only keeps you away from like the Queen of Disc energy of being in the fullest abundant. You know, and again, you don't have to use any of it, but like, even if it's as simple as like herbal work or like crystals, green witch, like you want to be a gray witch, you want to know like how to use like a pendulum and stuff like that. Like it's research that stuff. Hoodoo, research your hoodoo, mama. Research your voodoo. Research, learn. It's a learning period. Spirit wants us to rest and learn. We're done learning physically. It's time to put our brains to work, you know? Like we don't have to do all this healing work anymore. We can take a break from that if we need. And just study on things that will take our mind off the day-to-day things. Princess of Swords to the Fool in reverse. There's no need to keep your guards up anymore. There's no need to live in some sort of fear. With the Three of Swords reverse and the Four of Swords upright, things are ending. Like, these people can't do anything. These readings come out to let you know what they're doing. And a lot of people allow that to ruin things for them with the Six of Cups reverse. It allows them to like, oh, like now I'm scared, but like Three of Wands to the Chariot, like your ships are coming in, you're good. Like whatever you want is coming in, but Spirit's saying fill in the time with something new. And a lot of us is just like for the spiritual journey, we just need to re-tap into like who we are, who we truly are, not the whole aspect of it, not just one-sided. You know? The Sims period. Let's see here. Is there anything else, Spirit, in this deck, or are we good to... Did I get the message? We good? We good, Mom? I'll shuffle. Seven of Dicks. Yep. Why do I keep saying dicks? I'll never understand why I say dicks when I'm supposed to say disc. I will never understand. That is a funniest flaw I have. But Seven of Discs, your seeds are growing. Your whatever you've planted is growing, and you're fine. So don't worry. Let's see here. I'll shuffle 5 more times, Spirit, with this. Hold on, I'll put all y'all in here and see. I'll shuffle 5 times, Spirit, and if any extra messages to come out, good. And if not, we'll go to the Egyptian cards, and I'll just hop off. 3, 4, Notice how many cards came out, like half the deck. So we have the Universe reverse, 7 of Cups reverse, Page, Prince of Cups, 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups, and both in the upright. Yeah. So, all you're doing is just with 10-10 as well, completion. You are just fulfilling your knowledge pool. You're just fulfilling your knowledge pool. Universe reverse is 7 of Cups reverse, Prince of Cups in the upright. I'm getting heavy, like Spirit wants you to know that karma is being served. So don't worry. Things might feel a little fishy. Not everything will go your way 100%. Obviously, this is life, mama. But not to worry. Peace. 2 of Swords reverse, 9 of Wands reverse, Fortune reverse, Ace of Swords reverse. Don't let the illusions of people lie to you at this time, because those illusions can rip the fortune from you. It's just important to know Hangman reverse, Prince of Cups, and Princess of Cups, and Prince of Discs in the upright, that you've kind of stayed in a stagnant area for a while and you've known what to do, but you just haven't done it. So Spirit just wants you to know that, especially with the Princess of Cups with the turtle in her cup, it's time to take some action with the Prince of Discs, like plan. Just plan out some stuff. Save some documents, download some PDFs, meditate, like just get ready. Just be ready for who you truly want to be. Who do you want to be? Fulfillment look like? And the Fool. Take that leap of faith. Whatever your fulfillment is, it's time to take that leap and go for it. We have the 4 of Swords reversed, the 3 of Swords in the upright, the 7 of Swords reversed, and the Prince of Wands. Yeah. Let your guards down. Just feel. Let your guards down and feel. Don't worry about nothing. Prince of Wands is 7 of Swords to the Prince of Wands, to the Queen of Wands reverse. Yeah. Just relax. Nothing's happening. Like, you're safe, you're fine. Like, though you may feel weird diving into like who you truly are, like it will help you in the long run. The Devil in the upright to the Queen, Prince of Swords, to the 4 of Wands in the upright. I mean, you completed a cycle against, you know, a very dark force quickly coming in and trying to swoop you under their wing. You completed that cycle, so now it's like, just learn, live. You've learned a little bit, so now it's time to live, basically, is the message that I'm trying to get out to y'all. Don't be afraid of what's to come. You've worked for it, especially if you're wanting to get deeper into like spellcasting or like witchcraft or just esoteric knowledge. Know it all. Don't just know one side, especially if you want to be like a divinationer or a reader or like a healer or something. Know all of it, especially if you want to be a healer, because a lot of people will come in projecting negativity just so you can like suck up all their negativity and drain yourself and ruin your business. You need to know how that works, what to look out for heavily. So let's get you the Egyptian cards, and I will pop off after that. Yeah, that's just a message. I hope you all got something from it. I got it like, it was just this is just like an urgent, like, red flag, like, hey, get this out immediately type message. But if you're new, you want to be part of the tribe to get messages that aren't always like this, hit me up, like, subscribe. My email's in the description. I got all my donation stuff in the description. Interject donations are appreciated above all, though, so don't worry about not having finances. I don't give a fuck. I appreciate you being here and being healing and wanting to evolve as a person, because that's all that matters, mama. Trust me. Oh. Okay, I'll shuffle one more time. I gotta sneeze. No, don't. I gotta shuffle 4 more times. Spirit, if you have a message else in this deck, let me know. Oh my god. Well, that's the message, mama. We got a lot to get out. The Egyptian gods. Maybe you have some Egyptian heritage that you've been ignoring, mama. I would pay attention to that heavily at this time. Who are all of y'all? What's going on up in here? Okay, so we have Osiris, death and rebirth. We have Horus, stability and equilibrium. We have Hathor, which is intelligence. Naith, which is perseverance. I'm going to read all these out from the book, by the way, too. Jesus Christ. We have Sobek, which is union and power. We have Nefeti, meditation. Mehen, protection. Sekhmet, which is justice. Khonsu, which is hermitage. Isis, which is faith and wisdom. Isis and Osiris is out here with Horus. Y'all could be getting into a family, soul tribe might be coming to y'all, so I'd watch out for that heavily. Apophis, which is darkness. We have Shu, order and peace, and Nefertum, which is completeness. Period. Let me get all of these in numerical order so I can read them out for y'all. We have so much to read today. I love reading. Okay, so it's 10, that's 17, that's 14, 17, 20, 23, 26, 34, 35, 36. Period. Alright, let's go. Let's knock these out of the park, mama. We knock them out of the park quick and easy. Quick and fast. Hopefully fast. I don't know, it all depends. So we have Shu, which is order and peace, which I'll look at that for a second. Oh, okay, I gotta take it. That was the smoothest that's ever felt in this box. That was cool. Anyway, Shu, order and peace. Primordial god, son of Amun-Ra, who personifies the air, the wind, but also the light that broke the primordial darkness. His name means he who rises. Shu is commonly portrayed as an ostrich feather on his head. The ostrich feather is a symbol of lightness and purity, the air being breath of life and cooling breeze. This card advises you to adopt a more disciplined form of behavior. Try to avoid uncontrolled impulses of desires and passions. The time has come to lighten and rebalance your life. Respect rules with greater responsibility. We have Osiris, which is death and rebirth. He is the eldest son of Gev and Nut. He is often depicted as a mummy with black or green skin, which symbolizes the vital spirit of earth and vegetation. Osiris is a just, compassionate god. He is the god of suffering, victims, and the oppressed, and such he suffers with mortals. All the power of fertility and reproduction resides within him, the cycle of death and rebirth. He presages the end cycle of a family relationship or friendship. Welcome to a new situation with confidence, even if it's different from what you have experienced up to now. Abandon the old order. Always remember to be thankful for your life day in day after day, whether it's good or bad. Only in this way will honor and luck be your companions. We have Isis. Let's go Isis, mama. Shout out to my daughters and sons of Isis. Let's go. But Isis, we have faith and wisdom. Sister and wife of Osiris, she is compared to the mother goddess. Her name means throne. In fact, she is represented with a headdress in the shape of a throne. She is revered as an ideal mother and wife. She is protectress of sinners and the oppressed, and the goddess of motherhood, fertility, and great magic. As a conveyor of sincerity and love, Isis invites you to reflect on the themes of faith, knowledge, fidelity, purity, and silence. Learn to work on keeping secrets that trust in faith. By keeping secrets, you learn to protect and bear great responsibilities, such as the secret knowledge of duality between the material universe and the spiritual universe. Mama, what I say? We got the Horus. We have Horus, which is stability and equilibrium. He is represented as a hawk or hawk-headed man. His name means the distant one, the falcon, which is majestic, soaring and swooping in the sky. During confrontation with the god Seth, Horus lost his left eye, which was then healed by god Thoth. The eye was given the name Eye of Horus. He embodies universal order and harmony. Put your trust in the god Horus because everything will turn out fine, as with the a bit painful loss of false friends. On the physical plane, you will be wrapped in harmony. His presence advises you to show more awareness in the way you pay attention to your life. He helps you to transform all things from an inferior to a superior level. We have Nefeti, which is meditation. A lot of these cards are in like one after the other. So, if you've been wondering how to get this some sort of knowledge, you are on the steps too. Wife of Seth and younger sister of Isis, goddess of the underworld and death in general. Her name means Lady of the House, which indicates she is the Lady of the Temple, which reference with her priestly functions. She represents the access road to sanctuaries and the horizon. Nefeti protects humans and their souls in the moment of passing away. Obstacles, losses, or painful events may arise unexpectedly and irreversibly. Learn that though through reflection everything can fully be transformed and developed. Your ability to continue to rise up depends only on your own conscience. We have Hathor. Mama, let's go. Intelligence. She is the mother of all women. She is the goddess of love, passion, and beauty. Her parties are orgies of intoxication, joy, and music. She is also associated with the childbirth, delivery, and children. She is portrayed as a young woman with the cow horns on her head, the sun disk placed between the horns, which is why she is also called the divine cow. But she is also a destructive side. Try to create pleasant situations and make the most of the moments you experience. In love, Hathor helps to intensify sexuality, the scenes, the explosion of life, and everything capable of being born. Increase of wealth in all areas, especially material ones. Period. Thank you, Hathor. We love to hear that. We have Sekhmet, which is justice. Lioness-headed female goddess with a sun disk on her head, Sekhmet is the divinity of war, epidemics, but also the protectress of forms of healing. She is the expression of the duality between disease and healing, chaos and order, water and fire, the two elements from which matter and spirit are obtained. Sekhmet brings order and punishes those who disobey divine law. You have the opportunity to reconcile the opposing energies. Remember that all the chickens come home to the roost. Every person must experience the consequence for their actions, for better or for worse. Every action or thought generates a consequence. Proceed more calmly and patiently. Avoid extremes. Be your own magician and balance your will and your goals. Be just and fair. Learn to judge and criticize constructively without hurting others. We have Khonsu, which is hermitage. God of the moon, time and knowledge. His name means traveler, the wanderer. Khonsu is the admiral of human densities. He is depicted as a mummified young child. He represents the synthesis of beauty of youth and the archetype of youthful amazement and spontaneity. Like other child deities, he symbolizes the potential that lies in all of us. Be open to new ideas and be brave and bold in facing up to the unknown that presents itself to you. Possibly the journeys that you take away from your comfort zone. In love, you may experience new, favorable beginnings. Mama period. We love to hear that. We have Sobek, which feels weird. I don't know why you feel so weird. You're the only card that's spelled that way. We have Sobek. There's a lot of energy off Sobek. Union and power. This is an ambient divinity, both malignant and benign. His ferocity is able to ward off evil at the same time defend the innocent. His name derives from unite. Yeah, unite. The dismemberment limbs of Osiris. Sobek is usually portrayed as a crocodile or crocodile-headed man. He heals the souls that were wounded or killed in battle, restoring their health, sight, and their senses. He represents the authority of decision-making, power, and action in the implementation of projects. Under the influence of Sobek, you may have sound base on which to build large businesses like enterprises. Do not stop. Your effort will bear fruit and allow you to gain power. Mom, I'm getting tongue-tied. We have Ninth, which is perseverance. A unique, great, mysterious divinity, mother of the universe and of the sun Ra, conceived while remaining a virgin. Warrior and hunting goddess, creator of warrior weapons and guardian of the dead in battle, but also protectress of peace at home and weaving a deity that wove the whole world and existence. She represents determination, challenges, intelligence, and knowledge of the truth. Naith guides you into achieving goals. Do not give up hope. Naith urges you to persevere. She will protect you if you put your heart into working hard and intelligently. Ooh. Now we have a few more. A few more. We have Apophis, which is darkness. He is depicted as a gigantic python that dwells on the bowels of earth where the sunlight does not filter through. Apophis is the embodiment of darkness, evil, and chaos. Dark enemy of sun god Ra, bearer of light, he comes into action at all stages of Ra's celestial journeys in order to obstruct him from dawn to dusk. But the existence of Apophis is necessary for the balance of the world itself. The ancestral clash between good and evil, the struggle between two opposing energies with the risk of no return. Apophis threatens your balance if you live in blindness. The path you take is opposite of which is right. Immediately reverse your course and empty yourselves as to become a recipient of forces before reaching the point of no return. We have wow. These next three are back to back to back. So this is a complete completion. And Nefertum is the last card, but we have Mehen first, which is protection. He is a beneficial serpent god, the guardian of the solar bark of Ra, whose name means he who is coiled. The sacred Mehen shields god Ra during his journeys in the solar bark, protecting him from the evil serpent Apophis. He carefully protects Ra and also allows him to be reborn at every sunrise and defeat death. It is envisaged that a time of conflict is on its way to you. You will have to fight, be alert to maintain your position, but do not fear. Mehen's powerful energy ensures you great protection against internal attacks and to come out victorious and relieved. And Mama, Nefertum, completeness. His name means perfect without equal. He is the god of perfumes who relives suffering and also the god of immortality. He is represented as a young boy dressed in a simple skirt with a lotus flower on his head, a symbol of birth and regeneration. And for this reason, he is a deity of sweet smells. He represents the complete fusion with the universe, the ultimate success, the completeness, triumph in initiatives, the fullness of one's own energies. Follow the heavenly directions and you will have a right reward in the right place in a higher spiritual hierarchy. Remember that the initiate is the one who carries the seed of light within him. So, Mama, spiritual gifts are going up. We did it. But yeah, I am going to hop off. Thank you all for being here. I hope I was able to give you all some clarification on things, give you some insight on what you may need to do for the future, just for like your personal self. This had nothing to do with external sources. It's all about the internal for y'all. So you know, that's why I know, he said, she said bullshit came up. But I love you all to the moon and back, and I'll see you tomorrow.